Hi, my name's John Wright. Boy, oh boy. It's always an interesting day right now. You know, I see Ernie toot toot. He's happy. He waves. I really like that. I like it when people are happy, they wave. Somebody just gave me a big toot, a big wave. Well, I was outside a few months ago, and that's really nice. I see the things that's happening today around the United States. Maryland Bridge collapse, a special report. Well, I'll tell you what, that bridge happening does not surprise me at all with the things that I have been listing and talking about and the things that's happening there. Hey man, right over here in Washington State, it's goddamn happening. And you know what? It's starting to spread. And what did they do? On the opposite side of the country, could it actually be connected? Well, Jesus Christ, I wonder if it's connected to Donald Trump. And New York, it's almost like the polar opposite, just like almost New York or Washington State and Washington, D.C. Hey man, if you can't go to Washington State or Washington, D.C. to cause fucking trouble, you just go to Washington State and follow the goddamn signs. And that's what I believe these people do, is they follow signs. That's exactly what they're doing. It's always good to have your black lights on, I guess. It does brighten up the room more than it was. And God, it's just so quiet out. In the mornings I go out and it's just quiet. You can hear just the birds. And I would sure like to see that go from coast to coast. It would be nice. And another thing, while we're talking about that bridge, now look, they may say, oh no, it was a mistake. I mean, Jesus, the power went off. It accidentally hit that bridge and cost millions of dollars worth of damage in economic and stuff. And don't think that Donald Trump and his little goddamn red rumps might be behind it. I hope they goddamn investigate that. There is no reason that it should have lost power at that particular critical spot where it hit that bridge. I mean, the factors coming together. Okay, the batteries go out, or the power goes out on the vessel. Well, it could have happened anywhere. But why did it happen right there at that critical spot that could cause so much damage? Isn't that something? And now, the name McDaniels comes up on my radar too, because they have a McDaniels phone service right there in Morton, Washington that is bugged. You call McDaniels and you goddamn got the fucking cops listening in because they called up my home after I talked to somebody at the hospital about the woman, Morton Jane Doe, that was found, that I seen her photo finally when they did the upgraded version of it. Before, it could have been anybody with a horrible photo that they had. But when they upgraded it and they put Lisa's face actually there, I thought, what could the odds be? Now, then when I seen her upgraded, I contacted Lewis County law enforcement. I contacted goddamn that new detective that's there that took over Kimsey's place, and you know what he said to me? Well, I'm going on vacation. I'm going on vacation. You wouldn't want me to miss my vacation. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I'm talking to you today. He says, but I got to do all this today so I can go on vacation tomorrow. God damn it. Here I'm telling him about that goddamn bowling alley and all that stuff over there. Mr. Weasel. His name's Patrick Weasel. Patrick Weasel? Goddamn. No. Beazle. Beazle the Weasel. And I'll tell you what, there is fucking something into what, a little bit to what Trump says. With his little fucking thing. Yeah, because they're all looking into signs and playing the signs thing. Jesus Christ. Ronnie McDaniel, like McDaniel's phone service in Lewis County, Washington. What are these Republicans doing, putting people in a certain place that they can identify them by certain names? I mean, it's just there. And I complained about that telephone service, and look what the mouthpiece is to the Republican Party. And that boat, that ship and everything, boy, that sure did come in perfect timing in Donald Trump's goddamn world, didn't it? It caused trouble in right in that area of New York. Baltimore's a suburb of New York, I believe, you know. And then you got, Maryland and Maine and, all that, Maryland and all that. Well, Jesus Christ. Maryland, Lewiston, Maine, Lewis County, Morton Bowling Alley, Millhouse Smokehouse, that's a bowling alley over there. That's a bowling alley in Maine. They shot that thing up. Prior to them, that person came in the bowling alley shooting those people up, and that guy that they shot was actually one of the original owners of that bowling alley. He was there making sure that bowling alley was going. He's almost married to the bowling alley. He can't get out of the business if he's dirty. I'll tell you what, if you can't get out of the business if you're dirty, I understand with what's happened here. Well, you're married into the mob and you can never get out of the mob. Well, my family might be mob, but I never. This is something that I've been held against my will. I've been a hostage. I'm more of a J6 hostage than any goddamn hostage in the world. I'm really the fucking goddamn one that's fucking really paid the goddamn price for this fucking whole orchestrated stunt that these bitches have used. I don't think I'm asking too goddamn much for having my fucking life back. I goddamn don't think it at all. I got a gun. Yeah, I got a goddamn plastic gun out there. I fucking shot up inside all over the bowling alley. You guys want to see it? I mean, I actually did. I walked outside and I started shooting the Trump's hat with it. Pow, pow, pow. Fucking guy across the street fucking watch me fucking start shooting up the side of my motorhome. Go down here, shoot the side of my Lion and stuff with a toy gun from Walmart right there. I've showed it to you guys before. It's leaning up right here in front of the motorhome where everybody goddamn can see it. You want me to threaten you with a toy gun? I goddamn want to fucking go out and fucking go to the fucking governor's office with a toy gun and say, hi, I want to come see the goddamn governor. I want to talk to him about these nice little guns that they sell children down at Walmart. Somebody put a BB hole in my goddamn Lion over here and I got goddamn threatened just a couple weeks ago. I fucking opened the goddamn windows. You guys want to see what the fuck I goddamn do? You want to know what the fuck I goddamn am? I'm right fucking here. I goddamn am fucking not happy at all. Would I like to see I don't know. I feel like goddamn doing something real fucking goddamn evil. I really goddamn do. When I see a fucking goddamn gun and I think of what this goddamn Trump's done, I want to go get some goddamn military goddamn fucking hardware. I want to goddamn go hammer somebody. I want to go down goddamn hammer somebody, and I goddamn don't mean fucking maybe. I'm about sick of this goddamn Trump rump. I goddamn think they fucking ran that ship right into that goddamn bridge. And I think goddamn Trump should goddamn be paying for it with his life. I absolutely do. I do not believe that that goddamn bridge got hit by that ship. And I don't believe any fucking American will either. Somebody cut the power on that. They let that thing drift into that to send a fucking pure message to somebody. And by the way, everything that I said has a connection in Morton. How about the key bank in Morton, Washington that I was recently talking about? And do I have ESP? I sure goddamn might. My dad said I had ESP. Well, I thought I just had, perception. Because why? I see everything that's going on. It's like putting a piece of goddamn puzzles together. My mother was a championship crossword puzzle champion. My dad was a very different type of person. You know, you just really would have had to know him, I guess. And the people that do know him probably know him for the nice person he was. You know, he could see beauty in everything. Maybe he's seen beauty in just murdering people because he was forced to goddamn comply or die. I guess he had to make the best of it. Got a bowling alley next to the mortuary. I built the bowling alley. He fucking made sure that I put that great big beam up, the first one in that bowling alley, so I'd goddamn remember everything. And it was the far left-hand side that he fucking had me start. So I'd look back at the right. I goddamn know George Wright. Thank you for your time. You know what? I want the best thing for America, but I will say that boat needs to be investigated. Those people that was on that boat needs to be investigated. I hear there's a black boat on that ship. You know, I haven't ran big boats, but I'll tell you what, that's what happens when you goddamn cut power. There's no reason for that boat to cut power at that particular second to cause that goddamn thing to happen. That was a deliberately done stunt. Again, you know what? Maybe they shouldn't be moving stuff underneath those bridges and stuff from now on if they're going to be goddamn targeted. And maybe those maritime people in there need to be investigated and taken right off the ships, because they may claim that this isn't a terrorist attack, but I got the feeling and I got the roots that it is. You know, and why? You don't think that Exxon Valdez wasn't a goddamn ship that wasn't run upon Alaska's thing? Well, you gotta think, well, what would the motive for it to be? Well, to raise the gas prices up would be a goddamn good one. Let's just bank our ship up there and fucking raise the fuel. Goddamn, anything against an American to break their will. Anyway, you have a nice day and nice time. I hope justice will be served and justice will prevail. You know, I believe that everybody has a fair day in court. Oh yeah, oh yes they do. And I also believe to a speedy trial, and I do believe when somebody's doing a coercion and a diversion, people should take aware of it. And I hope the judges goddamn put this guy away and throw away the motherfucking key and put a firm example out of him. And that guy right there, that Trump, just think of everyone else. You want to be a G6 hostage, bitch? You want to be a martyr like Trump? I will say we should hang Trump. We should fucking hang Trump if he don't goddamn confess the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and shut up or hang like a dangle. Dangle and fucking dangle and dangle. We don't want to hear your goddamn crap no more. We don't want to hear your goddamn little red suckers no more. Get some goddamn treatment and help. Because why? Who wants to take care of some little bitch like Donald Trump that won't even pay his goddamn bills? The fucking construction workers, all the contractors and stuff that never got goddamn paid from the son of a bitch, and other people that, why would they even support a fucking goddamn theft like this? It's just remarkably wrong. Absolutely wrong. You know what? You'll do a lot of stupid things if you love people. Who in the fuck loves Donald Trump? Are you related to Donald Trump? Do you have a suicide pact with Donald Trump? Because if you have a suicide Donald Trump, you're going to get what you fucking deserve straight in the goddamn ground. But if you fucking love America, you'll fucking stand up and do the right things, and the hard choices are the easiest goddamn thing to do. Once you look at these things, because Donald Trump won't even come out of his Mar-a-Lago fucking home. He fucking won't even go someplace and go on a fucking public stage and work in front of people now. He's the little image of his little Hayden Biden that he fucking possessed. And another thing with his little what goes up must come down when he was talking about real estate crashing and everything. his real estate crashed now, and you know what? He's now out of business. And you know why? Because I figured out who I was, and I came forward and I put this fucking information out there across the United States. I faxed it on my Canon fax machine. I cannoned it all over the fucking United States of the world. I blew it up everybody's goddamn ass I can, and I'll continue doing so until goddamn hell freezes over. Thank you much for your time, and you have a great day. And you know why I'm doing it? Because it's the fucking truth. And by the way, I'm more than a goddamn fucking hostage. I'm an American citizen that's been put through a lot of goddamn grief, and I didn't know why. My family's been turned against me. Wow. I think I'm owed a little bit of goddamn damages. I think I'm owed some goddamn damages. And I think the government of the goddamn United States of America should probably make sure that I get my goddamn gold mine money back. Every goddamn, like my bowling alley money back. Like all these goddamn things that these fucking goddamn fucking cops in the United States and their local government, right down to the fucking judges. I had a judge that was killed after seeing him, and his name was Lou Jensen, after Bob Kling. Bob Kling, oh, so he's dead too. And that Touch of Savvy, $400,000 there. How about Michael Claxton in Longview, Washington, and James L. Rowland right here in Thurston County that owns a building at Harrison and Plymouth, like Plymouth Rock. There's a music station right next, there's a music business right next door, Clinton's Music right there. We'll just blame it on the Democrats. You know, his buildings is set in proximity to the old courthouse. He had to be here. The new courthouse is here. He did a checkerboard thing, and you know what? Backtrack that guy. And the credit unions throughout the Pacific Northwest, from the river to the sea, the 21st one in Morton, Washington. I'm telling the goddamn truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. George Fairhart has a red rose on their family's home, right there on the opposite side of the 4-lane bowling alleys here, right on the other side here. I mean, Jesus Christ, tic-tac-toe, the goddamn do it. Lisa was just over here where she got fucking murdered. And Jim Kaiser, that works in the auto parts store right there, he lives at Division Street where Shortridge got murdered. Yeah. I don't think I'm saying anything that's goddamn unreasonable. Lewis County law enforcement and them owe me goddamn everything. Bruce Kimsey should goddamn dangle by a rope until he's goddamn dead. Jerry Wright should be shot right in the motherfucking head. As a matter of fact, I would like to goddamn do it. Why? Well, I think it should be legally done and firing squad should come back for these goddamn terrorists. I heard these people say if they catch what we're doing, they're going to hang us. And Danny Kostick at the goddamn bowling alley at the Fairlanes Bowling Center told me this. Jerry just had to have a Ford Fairlane, just like Jim Van Cleve has a racing Ford Fairlane inside the window of that building, which now he's painted gray. Yeah, a lot of gray rock going around. My brother's house, he went gray rock from dark coffee. Brown, just like the real brown bowling alley over there. If you say something, we will bury you. Oh, will they? Jerry's now went gray rock, and that motherfucker's hiding behind barbed wire fence up there on the Middle Fork Road. And by the way, the Ott Boy was the opposite way of my brother Jim's house, placed diagonally around it, just like he's placed there right perfect behind my brother Jim's body, by my brother Jerry, and the Morton Bowling Alley's over here, and over here at the Pequedo Cemetery area, over here, or where I should say the Merwins got murdered, there was a body hanging up over here by the cemetery, and you know what? The yin and the yang. We'll hang you. We will do it by rope. I tell you what, Jerry Wright should be ripped right out of bed. Bruce Kimsey, George Fairhart, James Rowland, Michael Claxton down there. You're dirty as fuck too. The guy handed me the papers. He says, now you could sue me for my insurance. So they'll wash away, you know, like this. You're going to get paid off, John. I looked right at him and said, I will not do this. I will goddamn not do it. It's unethical. So right there, I lost another $400,000. And you know, Michael Claxton's office said I was entitled to sue them instead of Bob Kling and these assholes down there. And you know what? Somebody's going to get a goddamn payoff. Michael Claxton is. Goddamn wash. And by the way, Rhonda Reynolds, she got murdered after coming from my house. Road rage ensued after James Rowland. And that was the second time it happened. By the way, from coming from Rowland's office, it took me the second time for them to put it together. And Rhonda Reynolds was right there. When she heard Rowland's name, she just looked at it like, God damn, I fucking told her something she knows. She ended up dead. I seen it in the newspaper. Rhonda Reynolds. Anne Rules wrote a book in the Silence of the Night. Anne Rules, The Silence of the Night, about Rhonda Reynolds, the State Patrol, Washington State, got murdered. Prior to I seen her, I met her. She was a very nice woman. Very nice. I'm for women's rights. I think women's rights have the right to vote. I think women's rights should be able to choose what they need to do with their body because, you know what, I'm a man. Maybe she doesn't love me. Maybe she knows I don't want to have kids and she'll just slip down and do it so I don't have to put up with it. Maybe they've got a reason, but I'll tell you what, it is their goddamn reason and their reason alone. It is not mine. You know, if it was my body, I think I'd goddamn want to have my choice. But since it's my body, now I'm an abuser, so I want to force my will upon you. I don't think that's right. You have a nice day, you guys. I'll do what I can for you. Would you guys do what you can for me? If you like me, hit the button. If you do, give your goddamn government a call and say, what the fuck's happening right here on Alpine and Delphi? I goddamn want this fucker out open. I want Trump and Rump out of office, out of his life, whatever. And this goddamn conflict of interest that I've seen to dissipate and disappear across the nation nationally would be wonderful. Wouldn't that be a wonderful thing? Thank you for your time, and you have a great day.